274 hours. That's how much time the average person will spend wandering around IKEA in their life. And I have to tell you that the feeling of being lost is not an accident. Actually, IKEA's maze is a secret superpower designed to make you spend more, whether you realize it or not. Well, I'm about to show you how IKEA is playing 4D chess with your brain every time you walk through these big blue doors. Do you know the feeling when you walk in for a single lamp and 3 hours later you are wheeling out a cart packed with plants, weird Swedish snacks and a whole new personality? Bro, every time I go to IKEA I feel like I'm 10 years older when I leave, because I spend so much time there. Actually, most people have their own IKEA trap story. Maybe you went in for a pillow, blinked and suddenly are debating the pros and cons of a 42-piece Tupperware set you never planned to buy. Or you just find yourself eating meatballs in a cafeteria that feels like a fever dream. But what's the magic trick? You almost never find a straight path to what you actually want. Every turn leads to another carefully decorated living room, then a kitchen, then a tiny fake bedroom, and just when you think you have made it out, bam, you are in the warehouse. How the fuck did I get here? And the exit? Good luck. It's probably behind 3 more fake apartments and a wall of scented candles. The weird sense of how did I get here is exactly what IKEA wants. The entire layout is designed to slow you down, confuse your sense of direction, and get you to see as much stuff as possible. So you will buy more than you ever planned. Welcome to the IKEA maze, where escaping with your sanity and your wallet is half the challenge. Let's be real for a second. Walking into IKEA is like agreeing to a side quest. You think it will take 10 minutes, but 2 hours later you are wondering what year it is and why you are holding a fake plant named You start with good intentions, maybe you even have a shopping list, but as soon as you pass those big blue doors, reality warps. The first thing you see is a giant yellow arrow on the floor. You follow it, because hey, you trust arrows, and suddenly you are deep inside the Swedish matrix. IKEA's path doesn't just suggest where to go, it actually comments. No shortcuts, no quick escapes, just a single winding path. One direction, endless rooms. Each one is carefully crafted like a little movie set. A cozy living room with sparkling lights, a kitchen with drawers you will absolutely open just to see if they are real, and they are, and a bedroom that makes you consider downsizing your entire life. And the weirdest part is that it feels kind of fun. At first, at least. You are like, oh, I could totally live in 340 square feet if it looked like this. But then you turn a corner and bam, another living room. Is this the same one? No, it's slightly more modern. But wait, is that the bathroom from 3 rooms ago? Am I in a furniture deja vu loop? Or what? Halfway through, you stop looking for the exit. You surrender. This is your life now. A never-ending parade of sofas, lamps and display kitchens. Your cart slowly fills up with little items you never planned to buy. A bag of tea light candles, a weird garlic press, a novelty clock. It's like IKEA is playing Pokemon with your brain. Bro, I gotta catch them all. And then you start to notice other random people. You don't know if they are lost or if they actually live there. You pass next to them and nod slightly. You are in the middle of the maze. You are all in the middle of the maze. And 10 minutes later you see them again, as if you are all on a very slow carousel. And finally, when you think you have reached the end, you realize you are only halfway there. Now comes the warehouse, the final boss level. Okay, but why does it feel like a maze? Because it is a maze. Every twist and turn is designed to keep you inside, moving forward and filling your card with just one more thing. And you will probably do it again next month. But the truth is that it's not just IKEA being sus. There is actual science behind why stores want you confused, lost and accidentally shopping for a new couch when you came in for batteries. It is called the Gruen effect. Actually, it sounds like the name of a Marvel villain, but it's real. It is named after architect Victor Gruen, and the point of this is to make a store's design so disorienting that you forget your actual plan and just start wandering, open to buying literally anything. Retail psychologists have studied this for years. The weird thing is that they know that when you lose your sense of direction, you also lose your sense of willpower. Your brain actually switches from mission mode to explorer mode. Suddenly everything looks tempting. That bright orange pillow? Sure, you need it. Those stackable containers you will never actually use? Bam, into the cart. And IKEA is literally the final boss of this game. Their entire maze is built to trigger the Gruen effect. You can't just go straight to the checkout. Instead, you are forced to go through kitchens, bedrooms and tiny fake apartments that make you question your life life choices. Even if you just want a $3 spatula, you have to pass through the land of thousand sofas first. A study from the Journal of Consumer Research found that people who wander through complex store layouts are more likely to buy things they didn't plan to. Sometimes it's up to 60% more, because the longer you are exposed to new stuff, the more likely you are to think, you know what? I deserve a new cheese grater. But no, it's not just IKEA. Actually, other stores do this too. Think about supermarkets with those widening aisles, or clothing stores with that weird maze of racks. But actually IKEA is the master of it, because they even have arrows on the floor and strategically place shortcuts, which by the way never actually save you time. So next time you are deep in IKEA, clutching a bag of tea lights and random pillow, just know, your brain is playing right into their hands. The science says so, but I have to tell that it's even more deeper, because every part of the store is engineered to get you to fill your cart with things you never even knew existed. Their tactics are sneaky and honestly kind of impressive. First off, there is the funnel effect. From the moment you step in, you are herded like polite Swedish sheep through a winding trail of mini showrooms. You see a dozen living rooms before you even spot a single price tag. Every room is staged perfectly, down to the fake laptop on the desk and the cereal boxes in the kitchen. And it's not just the furniture, it's look at the life you could have if you buy this $20 lamp. And right when you are thinking, okay, maybe I do need a new lamp, bam, you are funneled into the next showroom. And there is no escape. You are too polite to walk backwards, because seriously, who the fuck ever walked backwards in IKEA? So you just keep going. More stuff, more ideas, and more, well, it's only $10, might as well. Then the marketplace, that area about halfway through stacked with baskets, kitchen gadgets, random tools, all under $10. This is where your cart goes from under control to how the fuck did I get 3 chairs? The truth is that IKEA isn't just a store, it's a game where every level is designed to make you spend just a little more. Actually, you don't win, you never will. You just live with a cart full of tea lights, feeling weirdly satisfied and slightly confused. But here is the plot twist nobody talks about. What if we actually like getting lost in IKEA? You walk in with a strict mission, I will only buy a laundry basket. Next thing you know, you are lying on a stage sofa in a room that's somehow cozier than your own apartment, wondering if you need a giant stuffed shark. And yes, you do. And you are kind of having fun, admit it. It's the same reason we like corn mazes, escape rooms, or even just scrolling endlessly on TikTok. There is something oddly satisfying about the adventure. IKEA's maze turns shopping into a real-life side quest. Scientists say our brains actually get a hit of dopamine when we are exposed to new things, even if those things are Swedish dish racks. All those mini rooms, weird kitchen gadgets, and impossible to pronounce product names, they keep your brain buzzing. You are basically a kid at a giant playground, except the slides are bookshelves and the ball pit is a bin full of plastic plants. And it's kinda genius, because you are not just a customer, but you are a character of the IKEA story.